Hello everyone! This week we're going to focus on Chapter 10, Gathering and Using Information, Marketing Research and Market Intelligence. Some of the learning objectives for this week are the following. Describe the components of a marketing information system and each component's purpose. Explain the situations in which marketing research should be used versus market intelligence. Describe the limitations of market intelligence and its ethical boundaries. Explain when marketing research should and should not be used. Describe the basic steps in the marketing research process and the purpose of each step. Going forward, we're going to examine both marketing research and market intelligence. First and foremost, what is the difference between marketing research and market research? Marketing research is the process of collecting, analyzing, and reporting marketing information that can be used to answer questions or solve problems so as to improve a company's bottom line. On the other hand, market research is a process of researching a specific market to determine its size and trends. Marketing research can help you with many tasks, including develop product ideas and designs, determine if there's a demand for your product so you know whether or not to produce it, identify market segments for your product, make pricing decisions, evaluate packaging types, evaluate in-store promotions, measure the satisfaction of your customers, measure the satisfaction of your channel partners, evaluate the effectiveness of your website, test the effectiveness of ads and their placement, make marketing channel decisions. Marketing intelligence is a process of gathering information on a regular ongoing basis to stay in touch with what is happening in the marketplace. It is often referred to as competitive intelligence. By doing market intelligence or marketing intelligence, marketers are trying to answer the question, what are the competitors up to? What is the business environment look like? Next, we're going to examine the different components of the marketing automation system and their purpose. We're going to explain the situations in which marketing research should be used versus market intelligence. We're going to examine the limitations of market research and its ethical boundaries, as well as explain when marketing research should and should not be used. Gathering marketing information is an ongoing process, and the challenge is to integrate the information in a useful manner. Also, not only to integrate, but to share the information across different functional units within the organization. What is a marketing information system, or MIS? This is a system which should include the following components: a system for recording internally generated data and reports, a system for collecting market intelligence on an ongoing basis, marketing analytics software to help managers with their decision making, a system for recording marketing research information. Clickstream data is data generated about the number of people who visit a website. An intranet looks like the web, but limits internal sensitive information access to employees only. Data mining using analytics software allows filtering data to retrieve relevant pieces to answer specific questions. Combining data into one location is called data warehousing. Analytics software is used by companies to gather all sorts of information from a company's database and then interpret the data based on what-if questions presented by marketing managers, such as if we spend 10% more of our advertising on TV ads instead of magazine ads, what effect will it have on our sales? Moving forward, we're going to focus on market intelligence. Market intelligence involves gathering information about what is happening outside the company, in the economy, with competitors, suppliers, etc. Ways to gather such information includes search engines and corporate websites. For example, http www.google.com alerts will notify a company by email when something is written about them, their competitors, or another topic. http www.whostalking.com is also a source for what is being written about a company. Sentiment analysis is a method of examining content in blogs, tweets, and other online media, other than news media, to determine what people are thinking at any given time or to determine how the market is reacting to a new product. Publications such as The Economist, The Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Fortune, Business Week, and industry-specific journals. Good source for business trends. Trade shows and associations are good sources for information about what competitors are doing and industry-related issues that may affect a firm. Salespeople have valuable information from the field and can help marketing managers determine such things as why a product suddenly is not selling as well or what customers' concerns are. Recording information gleaned from salespeople can be done with customer relationship management systems or CRM systems such as Salesforce.com. Suppliers and industry experts are another source of market intelligence. Customers are as well. We have to answer the question, can marketing intelligence be taken too far? The answer is generally yes, if it involves putting the company in a negative light. Examples of unacceptable behavior are Procter& Gamble dumpster dived in 2001 to get information about competitors' products. British Airways hacked competitors' computer systems in 1990s. Industrial espionage is gathering corporate information illegally or unethically and is not uncommon. Society of Competitive Intelligence Professionals has developed a code of ethics for companies. Going forward, we're going to examine marketing research. Marketing research is not always foolproof. It is used to gather the information not available through the market intelligence, internal company data, or analytic software applied to data. It's very expensive to do and it's time consuming. It's not always the most effective means of gaining information needed. Is marketing research always correct? Not always. Examples of idea initially rejected by marketing research are telephone answering machines, sitcom Seinfeld, and so on and so forth. Some of the key takeaways so far are that many marketing problems and opportunities can be solved by gathering information from a company's daily operations and analyzing. Market intelligence involves gathering information on a local, ongoing basis to stay in touch with what's happening in the marketplace. Marketing research is what company has to resort to if it can't answer the question by using market intelligence, internally company data, or analytical software. Marketing research is not mistake-proof, however. Let's look at the steps in conducting market research. So we're going to focus on all the 7 steps. Look at figure 10.6. The first step is defining the problem. Sometimes companies do not look past the symptoms to see the real problem. Research objective is the goal the research is supposed to accomplish. Number 2 is design the research. Research design outlines what data is going to be gathered, from whom, how, and when it will be collected and how it will be analyzed. Primary data is collected directly from sources through interviews or surveys. Secondary data is data collected for other purposes but which may provide valuable information for your particular problem. There are different types of research design. Exploratory research design, which is less structured research, used to investigate a problem that has not clearly been defined. It's also known as preliminary research. Depth interviews, focus groups, case studies, ethnography, and projective techniques, which are used to reveal information research respondents might not reveal by being asked directly. Finishing a sentence, story, or word associations are examples of projective techniques. Going forward, we can say that a problem half defined is a problem half solved. Let's look at step number 3, which is design the data collection forms. Let's look at how to design the questions. Identifying the design or the data collection forms is a very important step in the research process. Questions have to be written in an unbiased, neutral way. Open-ended questions asking respondents to elaborate are harder to tabulate than closed questions. Jargon and an acronym should be avoided. Questions should be written to elicit specific information. Testing a questionnaire before sending it out is vital to getting good information from it later. Testing should be done with respondents face to face so feedback can be gathered and questions answered. Next step is specifying the sample. What is a sample? It's a subset of potential buyers that are representative of the entire target market. A sampling error is any type of marketing research mistake that results because a sample was utilized. A sampling frame is the list from which the sample is drawn. Let's look at different sampling types. We have a probability sample and a non-probability sample. Probability samples are where each would-be participant has a known and equal chance of being selected because the total sampling frame is known. Non-probability samples are any samples where the total number in the sample frame is not known. Therefore, the chances of would-be participant being surveyed is unknown. Convenience samples are one type of non-probability samples. Next step is collection of the data. Basic ways of collecting the data are face-to-face surveys, telephone, mail and hand delivery, email, and the web, which also allows for more lengthy and complex questions. Face-to-face and computer surveys allow for more lengthy and complex questions because participants can see them. Face-to-face survey and live telephone surveys are labor-intensive and therefore costly. Computer-aided surveys techniques often are cost-effective and results can be collected much more quickly than face-to-face and live telephone surveys. Next step is analyzing the data. Once all data is collected, data cleaning begins. This is pretty much the step where removing data that's accidentally collected or duplicated or needs to be corrected is done. Software programs can again tabulate basic results of the research, such as the total number of participants and how collectively they answered various questions. Results should be evaluated for validity. It actually tested and what was meant to, as well as reliability. Next, we have to write the research report and present its findings. There are several uh, basic elements of the research report. Number one, the title page. Number two, table of contents. Number three, executive summary. Number four, methodology and limitations. Five, findings. Six, recommendations. Step number one in the marketing research is to define the problem. Businesses take a look at what they believe the symptoms are and try to drill down to the potential causes so as to precisely define the problem. The next task is to put into writing the research objectives or goal the research is supposed to accomplish. Step 2 is to design the research. Step 3 is to design the data collection forms. Step 4 is to draw the sample. Step 5 is to actually collect the data. Step 6 is to analyze the data, and step 7 is to write the research report and present the findings to important decision makers. This concludes our chapter on marketing research and market intelligence. I hope you enjoyed yourselves and I wish you luck with the rest of the semester.